Have you ever opened your eyes after a full night's rest, only to feel drained, lightheaded, or short of breath? If you're over 60, it's tempting to chalk that up to age or stress. But what if the real culprit is something you do every single night without a second thought? What if the way you sleep is quietly wearing down your heart, robbing you of energy, and gradually impacting your independence? In today's video, we're uncovering one of the most overlooked yet impactful elements of senior health: your sleep position. You'll learn how your posture in bed might be quietly harming your cardiovascular system, raising your risk of high blood pressure, arrhythmia, and even stroke. This isn't just about fluffier pillows or softer mattresses. This is about your long-term health, strength, and freedom. We'll reveal the worst sleep position for anyone over 60, and explain how it can contribute to fatigue, heart strain at night, poor circulation, and dangerous dips in oxygen levels while you're asleep. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. You'll also discover the safest sleeping positions for your heart, how they help improve breathing, and how to make these adjustments easily, even if you've been sleeping the same way your whole life. And near the end, we'll introduce a surprisingly simple nighttime habit that can supercharge the benefits of healthy sleep posture and help keep you stronger and more independent as you age. Stick with us, your future self will thank you. Now let's dive in. Whether you sleep on your back, side, or stomach, each position comes with both comfort and hidden risk. And as we age, those risks don't just stay the same, they grow. It's almost like our bodies start flashing a warning light every time we lie down. After age 60, the body doesn't bounce back from strain the way it used to. The spine gets stiffer, the vertebrae less forgiving. Even our lungs may not fully expand like they once did. Every breath might feel just a bit shallower in the dark. We rarely think about circulation when we're younger, but suddenly it's at the center of everything. That numbness in your hand, that tingling in your foot, or the deep ache in your hips? Often, it all traces back to how you're lying in bed. But what really surprises me, and I say this after decades of listening to patients and older loved ones, is how much your sleep position affects your heart, both directly and indirectly. It's not just morning stiffness we're talking about here. Some sleeping positions put real pressure on major arteries, subtly choking off blood flow. Others restrict your breathing because they compress your chest or flatten your diaphragm. And if you're someone who deals with acid reflux, you know that the burning in your chest isn't just discomfort, it's added stress on your heart while it's trying to rest. The research is very clear: poor sleep posture isn't just about being groggy. It's linked to higher rates of high blood pressure, irregular rhythms like atrial fibrillation, and even heart failure. Now you might be thinking, but I sleep fine. No gasping, no waking up choking, just solid sleep. But here's what I always say: your body is keeping score, even when you feel okay. Even a small drop in oxygen while you're asleep makes your heart work overtime. It's like expecting your heart to run a marathon every night while you dream. No warm-up, no recovery. And that's why, especially after 60, how you sleep isn't just about comfort. It's about survival. It's about choosing positions that make it easier for your lungs to expand, your blood to circulate, and your heart to finally rest. Ignore this, and you might not notice until the symptoms show up: the exhaustion, the skipped heartbeat, the breathlessness. But here's the good news: change doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes, just one adjustment, one pillow, one change of position, can lift the burden from your heart. I've seen it again and again. So, what's the most harmful sleeping position for older adults? It's one many people find comfortable, especially in their younger years: flat on your back, also known as the supine position. But once you cross the age of 60, this familiar pose can quietly become one of the riskiest for your heart and lungs. Here's why it matters so much. When you lie flat on your back, gravity isn't helping you. It's actually working against you. It pulls your tongue and soft tissues backward, narrowing your airway. That narrowing sets you up for sleep apnea, a condition where your breathing starts and stops throughout the night, sometimes without you even realizing it. And no, this isn't just about loud snoring. Each time your oxygen levels drop, even a little, your heart kicks into high gear. It starts pumping faster. your blood pressure jumps. Your pulse races. And your body floods with stress hormones, again and again, all night long. Think about that. Your heart is going into crisis mode, dozens or even hundreds of times a night. Over time, that constant stress can lead to serious problems: chronically high blood pressure, irregular rhythms, an enlarged heart, and even stroke. It's scary, but also empowering, because now you know what's happening and how to fix it. Your heart deserves a break. And you can give it one. By making a few mindful shifts in how you sleep, you can finally offer your body, and especially your heart, the peaceful rest it's been needing for years. Let's pause for a moment and really think about what aging does to the human body. Then imagine all those changes combined with how you lie down at night. As we get older, our blood vessels grow stiffer and more fragile. The heart becomes less responsive to exertion. And our lungs simply can't take in the same full, deep breaths they once did. These aren't random changes. They're daily realities for millions of seniors. That's why low oxygen during sleep hits older adults hard. The body just doesn't recover as easily anymore. And here's what breaks my heart. I've seen so many older people suffer in silence, waking up with headaches or fatigue and blaming it on just getting old. When in reality, it's often undiagnosed sleep apnea or poor sleep posture working against them night after night. And this isn't just about fatigue. The risks are very real. Research shows seniors with untreated sleep apnea are significantly more likely to develop atrial fibrillation, a serious heart rhythm disorder. And atrial fibrillation isn't just a harmless flutter. It can lead to blood clots, strokes, and even full-blown heart failure. I've seen strong, capable older adults lose their independence from one silent episode that began during sleep. And almost no one realizes it's caused, or worsened, by a common habit: sleeping flat on their back. Yes, something as innocent as your favorite sleeping position could be quietly sabotaging your heart every single night. If you're still with us, thank you for sticking around. This information can change lives. But the journey doesn't stop here. There's another layer to why back sleeping is so dangerous, especially for older adults. It encourages stomach acid to move upward into the esophagus, causing nighttime acid reflux. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard seniors say they wake up coughing, choking, or just feeling off in the morning, not realizing it's from stomach acid creeping upward all night long. This isn't just uncomfortable. Acid reflux can inflame your airways, interrupt your breathing, and, you guessed it, place even more stress on your heart. It becomes a vicious cycle. And most people don't even realize it's happening. So if you often wake up feeling drained despite a full night's sleep, if your mouth feels dry, your throat sore, your heart pounding, or if someone has ever told you that you snore or stop breathing at night, please don't ignore these signs. They're not just part of getting older. They could be signals that a simple change in sleep posture is urgently needed. So, what's the best sleeping position for protecting your heart as you age? Overwhelmingly, health experts recommend that older adults sleep on their left side. I know, it may sound almost too simple to be effective, but I've seen just how powerful this tiny shift can be. For seniors especially, sleeping on your left side can truly be a game changer. Here's why. When you sleep on your left, your heart is positioned slightly higher than other organs. Gravity actually starts working in your favor, reducing pressure on your heart and making it easier for blood to flow freely through your body. Even more fascinating, your aorta, the main artery carrying oxygen-rich blood from your heart to the rest of your body, curves to the left. That means when you sleep on your left, your heart doesn't have to pump as hard. It's a natural way to reduce strain while you rest. Isn't that amazing? Something so gentle, so easy, helping your heart do one of its hardest jobs. But that's not all. Your lungs also benefit when you lie on your left side. They have more space to expand, allowing for deeper, more efficient breathing. If you or someone you love struggles with sleep apnea, COPD, or shallow breathing, this small change can make a world of difference. Imagine waking up clear-headed, well-rested, and without that heavy, groggy feeling so many people mistakenly accept as a part of aging. And let's not forget digestion. Your stomach naturally sits on the left side of your body. When you sleep on that side, gravity helps keep stomach acid where it belongs, in the stomach. That means fewer episodes of heartburn, less reflux, and better sleep throughout the night. What many don't realize is that even mild acid reflux triggers your body's stress response. That keeps your heart slightly on edge, alert and ready, instead of relaxing and repairing like it's meant to. Now here's a bonus you might not expect. Sleeping on your left side also boosts your lymphatic system, your body's natural way of flushing out toxins and waste overnight. As we age, this process tends to slow down, but left side sleeping gives it a helping hand. That means your brain, your heart, your organs, they all get a cleaner, more restorative night's sleep. For anyone hoping to stay sharp, energetic, and independent in their later years, this is one of the most loving, low-effort acts of self-care you can practice. And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. No gadgets, no complicated routines, just a gentle turn of the body and a small change in habit. Left side, heart up, lungs free, stomach calm, brain clear. If you're battling poor sleep, worried about your heart, or just want to feel better in the mornings, I sincerely hope you'll give this a try. And yes, sleeping on your right side has some benefits too. It may even reduce the sensation of your heartbeat for some. But there's a trade-off. Research shows that the right side can gently compress the vena cava, the major vein that returns blood to your heart. That means your circulation may be slightly restricted. And for people already living with palpitations or heart issues, this compression can make things worse, turning a peaceful night into an anxious one. Let's be honest though, nobody's going to stay perfectly still on their left side for 8 straight hours. We're not robots, we're human. I know firsthand how hard it can be to change a deeply ingrained habit, especially when it comes to something as personal as sleep. But what if you could simply start your night on your left side? Maybe hug a soft pillow for comfort, or prop yourself slightly with cushions. Even just starting your sleep in this position can lead to better rest and improved heart health over time. And it doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. If you're thinking, I've always slept on my back, how do I even start changing that? You're not alone. It's tough to break long-time habits, especially when it comes to how you sleep. But don't worry. The body is more adaptable than most people think, even as we age. And with a few simple adjustments to your sleep setup, transitioning to left-side sleeping becomes surprisingly manageable. Let's start with pillows. Most people who struggle to sleep on their side are using the wrong pillow, either too flat, which causes your neck to droop, or too thick, which tilts your head upward uncomfortably. What you need is a medium firm pillow with a gentle dip in the center to cradle your head and support your neck. Some pillows are even designed specifically for side sleepers. Those can be a great investment in your comfort and heart health. The right support can be the difference between tossing and turning or sinking into restful, healing sleep. Next, body alignment. Try placing a long pillow down your side or tucking a regular pillow between your knees. This does a few things. It keeps your hips and lower back aligned, reduces joint strain, and even helps prevent you from rolling over onto your back without realizing it. Our bodies crave balance and symmetry, especially as we grow older. When you give yourself that support, your body responds with deeper, more rejuvenating rest. Still find yourself waking up on your back? Don't get frustrated, you're not failing. Here's a little trick that's worked wonders for many older adults I know. Tuck a rolled towel or small pillow behind your back to act as a soft barrier. It's gentle, not jarring, but enough to discourage rolling without waking you up. For those truly determined, you can even sew a tennis ball into the back of your sleep shirt. It's a classic technique that gives your subconscious a nudge to stay on your side, without disturbing your rest. Now, what if you're a lifelong stomach sleeper? I get it, some habits are really hard to break. But even then, there are ways to ease your body into better alignment. Try hugging a pillow in front of you or placing a cushion along your torso to mimic the sensation of stomach sleeping, without putting your neck and chest under strain. Another helpful idea: focus on staying on your left side during the first few hours of sleep. That's when your body enters deep, restorative slow-wave sleep, the most important phase for healing and repair. Even if you roll over later, you've already given your heart and body a head start. Now let's talk about bedtime rituals. Try doing calming activities, like reading a book, listening to soft music, or light meditation, while already lying on your left side. Over time, your brain starts to associate that position with relaxation and safety, making it easier to stay in place through the night. And here's a beautiful truth I want you to remember. Your brain is incredibly flexible, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. In fact, later in life is often the best time to embrace small but meaningful changes. Most seniors wake up a little more during the night anyway, and that's okay. Each time you do, you get another chance to gently return to your left side. With consistency and patience, what once felt awkward becomes second nature, and even comforting. Sure, it may take a few new pillows, a bit of trial and error, and a little determination. But the rewards? They're real. You're not just chasing better sleep, you're supporting your heart, protecting your independence, and investing in better mornings for years to come. By now, you've learned how something as simple as your sleeping position can transform your heart health. But what if I told you there's one more thing, a small nightly habit, that can take these benefits even further? It's not a complicated device. It's not an expensive supplement. It's a slow-digesting, high-quality protein called casein, taken about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Yes, you've heard that right. Protein before sleep. Not just any protein like whey or soy, but specifically casein. When I first heard about this, I was skeptical too. But the science behind it, and the results I've seen firsthand, are hard to ignore. As we get older, something important happens at night. Our bodies naturally fast. No food, no nutrients. And for younger people, that's not usually a big deal. But for seniors, that overnight fast can quietly chip away at your strength. You lose muscle. Recovery slows. And your heart, which is made of muscle tissue, becomes more vulnerable to strain and damage. That's where casein protein makes a difference. It digests slowly, releasing a steady flow of amino acids into your body over 6 to 8 hours, exactly when your body would otherwise be running on empty. These amino acids fuel muscle preservation, tissue repair, metabolism, and even heart recovery, all while you're asleep. When paired with left-side sleeping, this combination becomes a powerful 1-2 punch for overnight healing. The left-side position supports heart function, improves circulation, and reduces reflux, while the casein protein supports muscle health, blood sugar balance, and tissue regeneration. This is the kind of synergy that doesn't just protect, it rebuilds. And you don't have to overhaul your diet to make it happen. 1 scoop of micellar casein protein in water or almond milk is enough. Or if you prefer real food, try a serving of low-fat cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt. Aim for around 30 to 40 grams of protein, with at least 2.5 grams of leucine, an amino acid that signals your body it's time to rebuild. I love this part of my routine because it's simple, nourishing, and powerful. It's not just about better sleep, it's about choosing to support your body rather than letting time chip away at it. And what happens when you stick with it? You'll notice subtle, but powerful, changes. First, how you feel in the morning. You might start rising with more ease, less stiffness, and a lighter step. That heavy feeling in your joints or legs may begin to fade. Your heart might feel calmer, more steady, not racing or pounding from a restless night. That's your body quietly thanking you for making smarter choices. You may even notice deeper, more continuous sleep. Less tossing. Fewer wake-ups from acid reflux or blood sugar dips. Just long, restorative sleep that helps your body truly recover. And when you wake with more energy, everything becomes possible again, from walking further to reconnecting with the hobbies and people you love. If you monitor your blood pressure or blood sugar, don't be surprised if your numbers begin to stabilize. It's not magic. It's simply the result of reducing the daily load on your heart and supporting your metabolism the smart way. And if you've added even light resistance training to your routine, which I highly recommend, you might notice better muscle tone, faster recovery, and improved balance. That strength spills into every part of life, lifting groceries, climbing stairs, or simply standing taller with confidence. All of this comes from two simple nighttime changes: how you sleep and what you nourish your body with before bed. Real change takes time. But if you give these habits a chance, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, even a few months, you'll start to feel it. And once you feel the difference, you'll know it was worth it. The transformation becomes visible not only in how you feel, but in how you move, how you live, and how you age with strength and dignity. So tonight, try lying on your left side. Pair it with a little casein protein. Let these small, gentle acts become your new evening ritual, and give your heart, body, and mind the rest and support they truly deserve. Your next chapter of better mornings starts with how you sleep tonight.